Welcome back, YouTubers. I'm Timothy. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about something that not many people talk about. We have all heard the terms chakras, and we have all heard of the terms of the aura, and this is basically just a simplified image of what it looks like, and no one ever tells you why we have it, what does it do, and how does it relate to you, and what does it entail for you. You know, what do we need to know when it comes to protecting this aura and the chakras and making sure that we are in alignment with us, our true self, our higher self. So stay tuned, watch the entire video. Maybe you can learn something new. Maybe you might know about this information. Maybe you might add something to this lesson today, so that we can dissect this aura and understand it better in a much more easier term. Because I've come across a few Reiki students or Reiki teachers, and they still haven't got the foundations of this course. Now, if there's anything you want to add it to the comments below, and if I can help you with anything, let it be so, you know. So what is the aura, what is chakras, what is the layers of the aura is what I'm covering in today's class. And today I would like to explain what they do and why they do it. Okay, so let's see what makes a major chakra. Now, there's 7 major chakras in the physical form that we work with. Now, that's not counting the 2 below and 2 higher chakras that we also know about that have now recently opened because of our ascensions on the planet. So what does this mean for you? How does this interact? Now, your aura is like a sponge. It goes out into space, and you basically introduce yourself before you even go to a space, because that's how big your aura is. It is massive. It sits outside of your human form, and by 3 meters out of it, you know, if it's really healthy. If you are ill or not well, the aura shrinks in, it protects itself, it pulls itself in. If you notice how some people walk, they will walk with a hunchback, and what they're doing is they're closing off their solar plexus. Okay, so they hunch the whole body inward to try and protect the system that is now looking after their physical body. Now, your aura, the whole main job of the aura is to allow us to stand straight. First of all, that's your first one. Secondly, to allow your physical body to communicate with from the energetic body to the physical body. It's the medium that it uses. It also feeds the physical organs with health and vitality, with good energy. Basically, you'll find that your aura is your defense mechanisms from negative energy. Negative energy is just slow energy, and that means it's just stagnant. It's not moving. Okay, so that is like meeting someone for the first time and you instantly just do not like them. What happens is your aura and their aura touch or merge, and there's something in the aura that you do not trust. Now, that is your intuition saying, hang on, there's something wrong here, you know. So it's a beautiful way to understand what is the aura and how it relates to you, because before you even realize it, you pick up things in your aura first, and then it comes into your mind as a perceived intuition, or higher intuition, or psychic knowledge, or body feeling, like there's tingles, or the heat sensations, or simply just knowing. That's how your psychic abilities open up. And that's all because you have an aura. Okay, so it's the same mechanism that birds use to migrate around the entire world, even though they have never flown their path before. They just tune into the natural earth lines, and then they follow that energy basically where they need to go. So we had the same system. It's an intelligent system as governed by your higher self, the part of you that's closest to God or source, whatever that might be for you. And we're going to discuss your 7 major chakras, what they used for and how they came to be, and what makes a major chakra. So it's quite an interesting body of information. So especially if you're going into the healing arts, you need to know what does this aura do and why we have it, and what can we do if we are ill. Now, each chakra governs a part of the body, or the endocrine system. That is your hormonal system. So if any part of this aura is dislodged or doesn't feel okay, it's going to directly influence your emotions, and that will influence how you feel, basically. Bottom line, doesn't matter who it is or what it's about. If you're emotionally distraught or you have had a breakup, the whole aura cringes, it shrugs, it doesn't feel comfortable. This is that deep sorrow that sits in your solar plexus, or in your stomach, and it just doesn't feel right. Okay, so it's this whole aura just caving in and trying to protect you, basically. Okay, but a healthy aura means you are huge. Some of the greatest teachers I've ever met, you scan the energy from outside the room because that's how much space they're holding, by the amount of wisdom they keep basically in the physical realm. So if you meet a guru or someone that is very highly spiritual, you'll feel a sense of calmness being around them, that they're almost like they radiate this energy of peace to people, because that's when they're standing in their power. Okay, so this is a really big key. If you want to really be powerful in this life, you need to work this aura. Now we work it through meditation, yoga, tai chi, physical exercise, eating clean, eating healthy. This all brings in a very good healthy aura. Even working with crystals and meditation, walking in nature, and really there's some powerful spots in nature that really just resonates with your body type. Some people are very much earthbound or waterbound, or they like the throw of air. Each of the elements will feed the body and make sure that you have enough energy in this aura or in the body. Okay, so we are made up of earth, water, air, fire, and spirit. Okay, so if you put your arms out, spirit is connected to source. Okay, so that's why we have these elements in the physical body. Okay, so there's a few things you need to know as well. Top of your head is a bar of fire. If you go and just put your hands out into someone's forehead, shake your hands first, get the energy running in your hands, or clap it awake. Okay, and just go stand in front of a person's third eye area. You'll feel there's a physical bar of fire sitting in that area. Then the next one is air. Think of your lungs, air. Then think of water by your kidneys. And over your knees is the element of earth. And that is the energy rays that feed the physical form, so that you can be in complete alignment with the physical body. That's your first lesson, okay? We've got something called the Sushuma, which is the energy core that goes down your physical body, runs through all your chakras, okay? You've got Ida, male energy, Pingala, female energy, and they root together and cross each other on the Sushuma, okay? So Ida, Pingala, and Sushuma meet to the ground. That could be symbolized as the two snakes that we see going over the spine, okay? And where all three meet, Ida, male, female, which is Pingala, and Sushuma, which is neutral, where they meet, that forms a major chakra, okay? That is what allows us to have 7 major chakras on the physical body, and then 2 below and 2 higher than that system, okay? Each chakra will have a color, a ray, a sound that works with each one. So I encourage you to go through this. In a later date, I'll teach about sound healing or sound therapy, and the tones and the levels of each of the chakras for that, okay? So the base chakra is from your coccyx down your legs. It almost runs like a column down the legs, almost like a fan dress, and it spins clockwise for men, anti-clockwise for women. And this is amazing because it either pulls energy into the aura or dispenses. So clockwise energy pulls energy in, anti-clockwise takes energy out. It's always in nature. If you look at, if you pour water down the drain, where we are, it will go anti-clockwise, and in the northern hemisphere it will go clockwise down the drain. It's quite interesting to see how nature's gravity pulls energy in or dispenses it. Okay. So your base chakra, the color is red. It is responsible for your ability to have vital life force energy in your physical body. If someone's down or depressed, or if someone's crippled, or if someone is bedridden, or anyone is chronic joint pains, the base chakra needs to be looked at, basically. It is responsible for the sexual organs, so that has to do with your reproduction, sex, primitive thoughts. It's the lowest of energies we have in the physical body. The base chakra has to do with your home and your abundance or financial situation. So if you currently lost your job, if you are needing work, if you're currently hating on your job at the moment, you'll find you'll get lower back pains or issues with the knees. This indicates, hang on, there's something wrong in the physical realm of the person you're treating. So we kind of looking in the base chakra as a sense of where the money and power and source comes from, okay? That is what allows people to see who you are in this physical realm. So if your vital energy is very strong and you're wearing crystals that are very powerful, like red jasper, black smoky quartz, any of these dark red stones, brown or black stones, will all work with the base chakra. The base chakra has to do with physical reproduction. Now, it's the primitive part of us. It's a part of us that just doesn't think. Now, in men's, it's double the size of women's. That's because our sex drives are much more heightened. That's why men think with that part of their body, I'm afraid. And it allows us to understand what it is that we need from our current environment, okay, which is feeding this aura all the time, okay. I always recommend people going to Feng Shui to find out what is their directions of what they can do to increase their energy, and that goes for the physical space and the base chakra. If the base chakra is strong, you are vibrant and you're strong and you have energy. If you're down and depressed, you need to work on the base chakra, okay. So for the next chakra, if I stand, it's just coming out 3 fingers below your belly button, just over there. That is called your sacral. It comes outward, goes inward, and then out through the back. Okay. So just to give you an understanding, the chakras spin in a vortex or looking like a tornado. Okay. They've got petals that open and close, and they will be more refined as you go up the chakra system. Okay. Because not much energy from the lower chakras can go up into the crown chakra, because it's very earth-based. These top 3 chakras are your spiritual chakras, and these are your physical life chakras, everyday life, money, work, success, ego, and these are those energies that are transcending that, okay. So your sacral, 3 fingers below your belly button. In the middle of your sacral is something called your hara. So when you were born, mom and dad's sperm, mom's egg joined, the male and female joined for the very first time. The spark of life happened, and that spark of life is like an eternal flame. That flame sits in your hara. That is your seat of your power. That is where you're the most powerful, okay. It sits in the core of your emotions. How interesting is that? Okay, because your sacral is all about water and emotions, okay. And that sacral is all about creativity. It's inner child work. It is the ability to be able to feel energy. The color is orange. It is when we overly emotional. So woman's chakra, this sacral is double the size as men's, like I said before. Okay, so ours on the base chakra is double the size of yours if you're a female, and the opposite is for men. Okay, so in this chakra, men's is half the size as women's. Okay, so men can just have sex and not think about it, and women get emotionally caught with that person. Okay. So the sacral has to do with your creativity. If you're feeling blocked, like the writer's block that some people get, that is all in your sacral. Sacral is your powerhouse when it comes to emotional triggers. This is where they affect you. This is also where your gut feel comes from. The sacral and your third eye work in sync. Third eye sees it in the spiritual realm, brings it down into the physical realm, and then it gets locked in the physical world through your sacral. And that's when we bring it through in writing it down and making it manifest in the physical realm. Okay, your aura is like this giant manifestation bubble that allows you to manifest all your hopes and dreams and miracles in your life. Okay, so let's go up a little bit. Your solar plexus, which is, if you draw just underneath your rib cages, feel the bottom of your rib cages go up, where it's the closest it can be. These 2 points. There's a triangle just above, in the middle of that triangle. So this forms a complete little triangle, and it's in the middle of this triangle. Now, the solar plexus is a very important chakra for men, like Donald Trump. His solar plexus is overly developed. He's bombastic. He's too much. He's completing the ego of self. Okay, a healthy ego sits in this realm. So does the negative ego. It's very much the earth-based energies, okay? It's our will in the physical realm. Are people listening to us? Are we leaders? If we're not leaders or victims, this will be very underdeveloped, and we try and protect it. Remember I told you about how we close off the whole energy system so that we can protect that energy center over here. The solar plexus has to do with your seat of creativity, in the sense of like the will to go and do it. So you have the fire energy in the base chakra to look after your family. The sacral is your creative thought process and how you want to manifest. And the next phase of that energy is when we actually take action and manifest what we want. It's the drive to make it happen and saying nothing's going to stop me. I've got a family to look after. I have something to prove for myself. And in the solar plexus, this is our ego, which can be positive or negative. This is our drive in the world to bring it into the physical realm. Okay, very important chakra, especially for a lot of people because it's very underdeveloped. A lot of times people will have issues in this area, like the liver, for example, because they are holding so much anger towards people in this chakra. It's a very sensitive chakra, and you'll feel it a lot of the times. It's also where I get, on a psychic level, my yeses and nos. If someone's lying to me, this chakra tenses, and then I know the person's lying. Okay, so kind of my body tells me right from wrong, you know, and it gives me the internal guidance system that is already present in your energy field. Now, the whole point of my channel is to get you guys to be in tune with the energies around you, to know your own information, and to get your own very valid information for yourselves, okay? So you don't have to go to another psychic ever again, okay? So solar plexus color is yellow, so let's go back again. Base chakra, in the base chakra is red. Sacral, orange. Solar plexus, yellow, okay? Now we're going to go to your heart centers. Now, remember I said there's 7 major chakras, but there's actually 8 in this realm, okay? You got the lower heart, which we count as a major chakra, and then you get the higher heart that governs this. This is universal love, which is high heart, and lower love, which is human love that we have right now. The higher love is what we connect with when the angels and guides connect with us. That is working with the higher love. That is purity at its most pure form. When the lower heart is human conditioned love, this is how we've been taught to love other people, you know. The heart chakra is in the middle of the chest. It doesn't sit on top of your heart, your physical heart. It's actually in the middle of your chest. That is what opens up and allows people to feel comfortable in that space. This is also the chakra that you feel when someone makes you feel uncomfortable. Your heart will go to their heart and realize, hang on, either they're safe or they're not safe. Okay, so that's how you know. The color is pink or green, so either one or the other. You can work with either or. And this has to do with your pure emotions responses. Say, you feel information, someone says something nasty to you, and you feel it, you get it in that heart chakra, and that is your energy. No, hang on, that was a good experience, or hang on, oh my God, my whole entire heart is broken, you know? So, just so you know, the aura responds to colors, sounds, thoughts, emotions, and traumas. Okay, that's all what influences this whole aura. Either it is closest to the body or extends out of the physical body. Okay. Now you've got the throat chakra over here. The color is blue. Is how you communicate your ideas. Do people listen to you? If not, I always recommend someone, if you've got a weaker point of communication skills, then kyanite, crystal kyanite or blue lace agate worn around the neck will allow you to speak your truth. When you bottling things, this is what's fixed in the throat area. When you are biting your words or people don't listen to you, that's when you need to work on the throat chakra. Now, when we go up the chakra system, so this is the colors blue, so pink and green, blue. Now, third eye is just between your brows, basically. In the old traditions, they would have like painted an eye over here. And this chakra of the third eye has to do with your intuition, your ability to be able to see spirit, know spirit, hear spirit, because it's connected to the ears and auditory, but the third eye is your most important part. Now, your third eye and your temples form a triangle. Okay. Anything placed in a triangle, when it's fully opened, or activated. When people talk about their third eye is activated, it just means that the doorways, the veils have been lifted off the third eye so they're able to see. Okay, so anyone who's clairvoyantly seen at the moment will have that energy activated. So you don't need to activate it. That's just a term we use in spirituality just to sound important. Just remove the ego here. Everyone has the ability to be able to see. It just means you need more energy. Okay. And the energy we harness is in the base chakras, the last 3 chakras that fuel the top 3 chakras to work. Okay. So just to give you an understanding of how the aura works. Okay. Your third eye has to do with not only very deep-seated knowledge and intuition, it also has to do with balancing the brain. Now, the brain is the most important part of the body. A lot of times this aura, this goes right around the physical realm, the body, is like a membrane. It's like a sponge that brings in information all the time from our environment and then sends energy out. Every time we using the law of attraction to breathe things in and expel things out, we're using the aura to do this. We're allowing space in this aura to manifest what we are desiring in the physical realm, okay? The third eye is vitally important to have a clear vision of what it is we need. Is it right for you or is it not, okay? So now, if you look at me, crown chakra is the middle of the head. It comes from there outward, and it's like a funnel going out to God, okay? It spins clockwise or anti-clockwise. And the color is white, and that is your connection to source, to God, to angels. In the old Native American traditions, the chiefs will wear the feather hat, so that is kind of to enlighten and show how wise and wisdom, how much wisdom they keep basically in the physical. Because if you're a guru, this crown chakra will extend into the heart energy and be a full lotus opening of that person, and that's why they can channel that amount of energy. Okay. Working in sync with the higher heart, and it connects to here that all of these energies are all in alignment with their truth and their words. So people like Mother Teresa, Jesus, Gandhi, Dalai Lama, they will have these energies completely open. Okay. So very interesting channels. The left side of the body pulls energy in and is referred to as the female side of the body, and the right energy of the body is giving out energies as force and form. Okay, form being female, force being masculine. Okay, it is energy received through your left hand, goes to your heart, gets spun around the whole aura, and then leaves through your right hand. That's kind of how the energy circuits work. If you find you get anxiety attacks, take your thumb and your pinky, thumb and pinky on both hands. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. And hold this mudra, because this will ground and center you. So if you want to ground and center your energy, you're going to sit with your back straight, uncross your legs, uncross arms on your legs. Imagine seeing roots going down your aura into the earth, and see it becoming a tree. Almost like send those roots out as deeply as possible into the earth crust, basically. The color is gold, if you want to visualize gold. And you draw that energy up into your sacral. Hold it there. See a ball of gold energy forming in your sacral. Then I want you to see your body or your torso becoming bigger, like the trunk of a tree. Send it as big and wide out into the universe as possible. And the top of your body becomes the branches. And this top half is represented by silver. Okay, think of the moon. Think of the sun being the earth energies, and the moon or the lunar energies are the silver energies. And I want you to draw the silver line down your chakra system into your sacral. Mix the gold and the silver together. Place your, if you're a male, right over left. If you're a female, left over right, over your sacral. Just feel these 2 energy balls holding in, and just sink it into the middle of your body, into that hara energy, that life force energy. Okay. What the grounding and centering will do for your energy structure is it allow you to be completely calm, even in a wall space. Even if there was chaos around you, you can quickly go to the bathroom, see these energies flowing, grow your roots like a tree. Imagine yourself becoming a tree, and no one will mess with you. No one will try to mess with you or try and steal your energy. Especially for people that are a little bit softer or too sensitive to energy, especially empaths, this is a very good exercise to do daily, and you'll find that your life will be transformed by something so simple. Okay. So let's go into the aura and the male and female bodies, so we know what chakras spin where. Okay. In the base chakra for women, this chakra will spin anti-clockwise. If you hold a pendulum over the base chakra of a woman, it should start spinning anti-clockwise. For men, it will start spinning clockwise. Okay. When you go over to the sacral, for women, it's clockwise. For men, it's anti-clockwise. Just for men and women, they will spin opposites. Okay, so for men, it will be clockwise. For women, it will be anti-clockwise. Next chakra, for women, it will be clockwise. For men, it will be anti-clockwise. And they'll swap and swap and swap and swap with each alternating chakra. Okay. When two chakras are spinning in the same direction, there's a problem with one of those chakras. They're not communicating properly with each other, and that's when you need a chakra balance. Now, what a chakra balance means, your aura and your chakra comes outward, it spins clockwise or anti-clockwise, and it's got petals that open and close that allow energy in and allows energy out. Okay. Inside the major chakra are tiny vortices or mini tornadoes that are inside the major chakra. Okay, they're like tiny little spots around. Sometimes those little vortexes are sticking out of the protection of those petals. Okay, that is when the chakra is out of alignment. So what a chakra balance is, when you put your hand over that, it will then fall back into place, so those petals can then close and open around it and look after it and mend it and repair the aura. Now, the aura can be damaged by drugs, alcohol abuse, smoking, bad health, trauma, emotions. I've seen some people walking around, when scanning the energy structure, they're half in the body, half out of the body. Okay, that's quite normal for people. And you'll find this side of the body that hasn't got the aura, you'll be very accident prone. You'll knock the foot on this foot, you'll knock your elbow, you'll fall off things. You'll be very accident prone. The reason being is that the aura is completely shifted out from trauma. And when you are doing a chakra balance and you're working the aura, the practitioner is able to bring you back into alignment, bring you back into balance. Now, when your aura is nicely in balance, you are imbalanced, your life is imbalanced, your relationships are imbalanced, you have more energy. This is the reason why we go for energy healings, because it all has to do with energy. Okay. A lot of the times a person with anxiety or depression or anxiety attacks or fears or phobias, what has happened is this aura is now so saturated with other people's stuff that it dims your light so much to the level where your frequency or your light energy is so low that you can't deal with people. That's why we hide away from people, why we isolate ourselves from crowds, and why we don't really go out into people's or around people. Okay, that is when we go for emotional cord cuttings, life activations, body alignments or life alignments, Reiki healings, crystal healings. These are all amazing healing modalities that will bring you back into alignment and cut out people's energies. Now, when this aura is squeaky clean and you've gone into the ocean and the ocean water has cleansed you, you'll feel, I can breathe again, I can tackle people again, you know. A lot of the times when the aura is just too much, we feel too much and then we aren't too much. A lot of times when people are bombastic or overly, like, you'll see them like bullies or any of that sort of thing, their energies are so insecure, they're so like fragile inside from being so broken that they actually lash out. So now what we do is we go and hit a child. It's a really abused child. Now we're causing more abuse on an abused animal or abused person, and that is wrong. We need to bring more love to the person, we need to bring more understanding to that person. So not to take away the trauma, but to work through that trauma so they've healed the part of themselves that feels broken. A lot of times we in the human form have a lot of scarring from childhood to now. That is when the inner child work comes in, okay? Healing that little inner child that feels broken, that feels not good enough, that feels that life is out to get them, you know. We all know someone who's the black sheep of the family. Sometimes they hold the truth. Sometimes they hold the trauma of the family, you know. But it's not about cutting it out and ripping it out and No, it's about letting them heal that part of themselves that is still locked in at that age, if that makes sense. You know, so sometimes we are adults and we have the traumas of that little 5-year-old that's still inside of us. Instead of acting like like the adult I am right now, I'll revert back to the trauma of that 5-year-old that was hurt and damaged before, and they act irrationally, they jump ship quickly. This is why in relationships men will just bail when it gets too much, because they don't know how to deal with high sense of trauma in this life, you know. And so it's very vital that we handle people with kids' gloves. We don't know their stories, we don't know what they've gone through in this life, and sometimes we need to just be that better person in a situation. So I hope this has helped you to understand the human aura. It's like a sponge, it absorbs energy all the time. The way we heal it is through meditation, through Reiki, for healings. Spend time in nature, be around people that really bring joy to your life, because that will automatically rub off on you, and you will then resonate with that energy they have. So be around high power people, very good energies, people that are off the light, so they can hold your energy and allow you to move through your blockages. So in the energy realm, we also have people that drain energy, focus the energy, drain out people's energy. And these are the people we call psychic vampires. Psychic vampires are real. You know, they've learned how to take the energy system and lash it onto people and then pull the energy. Now, at a lot of trance parties or events I go to, I see this all the time. People will go latch onto people's energies and suck them dry. Now, these are the narcissists. These are the people that are intentionally hurting other people. So this is a very real thing. So I want you guys to protect your energy. Wear black crystals like black tourmaline, smoky quartz, kyanite, peridots. These are the crystals that will shield this aura, so to prevent people from taking your energies. So we want you empowered, we want you strong, we want you to be a divine being that you are meant to be in this physical realm. And this is why I've chosen to do these videos, so I can remind you of who you truly are, a being that is so much more bigger than what you realize, and that we are God in physical, or goddess in physical, and we need to treat each other in that way. Okay, so I hope this has helped you in some sort of way. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. Put your comments in the comments below. If you'd like to add to this video, please do so. And, you know, I'm not claiming to be an expert over here. I just know this knowledge from like since I was 16, and it's just nice to be able to impart the knowledge to other people, you know. So please like, share, subscribe. If this is something that you enjoy, please, I would like to hear from you. Much love to you. Thank you so much.